Yeah. Well, I know you didn't. I never saw it either. I heard
What?
years people talking about it. I think I
What?
watched the first few movies of Stargate, and
Okay.
that's it. But then I decided to watch Stargate Atlantis. I felt kind of directed to do so.
Oh, yeah?
And even when I was listening to their voices, I was like, why does their voices sound familiar? It's like
I know what you're
their
talking
voices sound like an echo, right?
Okay.
And I know I've heard them in the astral. It's like they talk, but there's like it's like vibrates, so you almost like hear like an echo of their own voice, and it's like magnified and very strong.
Okay.
And it could be like some might think it sounds like a demon too. The way that they sound, and it almost sounds like a male female. So it doesn't necessarily sound just like a male. It sounds like a male female on most occasions. So even like their queens, they have these queens, and I also, Peter, thought about the super soldier queens, because they also reminded me of the super soldier queens that you talked about.
These magical powers come from nature, i.e., from soil, minerals, stones, plants,
do you
and
understand what I'm
animals.
saying
The
about the
magical
super soldier
powers of
queens?
Earth
I mean,
derive
they're
their
a part
strength
of
from the energetic
hive.
influence of the sun,
hive, bro.
moon,
Yeah,
and
but
stars.
we were talking
The
about the
individual
hives
who
for
draws his or
I don't know
her
how
magical
long.
power from nature is known as a magician.
Yeah, and
Magical powers of heaven.
and
These
they
magical
kill in a
powers
second.
come from
They don't
spirits
think
and
anything of it.
deities.
Yeah, I know.
The individual
I
who
know.
draws his or her
I mean, they're very
magical
hostile
power from
towards humans,
spirits
I
and
think,
deities
because
is known as
they
a
were in
sorcerer.
battle with
Ooh.
humans.
Yeah,
Particularly with that.
I know that, but give me a second. This is it. That all kind of that stuff. I was just I was thinking about the whole thing, the whole stuff that we are calling them. Let's say, ADs like absolute disasters, or TDs, like total disasters, and so. Oh my God,
Because of what they're doing here. You call them that.
You are right.
What they're doing.
What are they doing here, then?
What exactly are they doing here?
That's
a good question.
That's a question.
A good question?
Because they want, as I said, they want all the time. They want just genetic material all the time. Genetic material, and genetic material. Oh my God!
Everybody
so that's why they're targeting the children.
No, not necessarily children. They are targeting young people.
Like teenagers.
Maybe early. You know what? Like.
Peter, do you know? Peter, do you know? Peter.
Like
Peter.
20s.
Peter.
Early 20s.
Peter.
Is this like have something to do with some of the surgeries that young people are being encouraged to do?
Yeah, exactly. It's so.
Come on, man.
So they're actually harvesting body parts.
Do you know what? I don't want to say it that way, but if you want, let's do it. Let's
do it. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. They're harvesting body parts.
Do you, like as I said earlier when we got cut off, do you think that these are the...
It was technical problem.
Technical difficulties? Hold on, I come in, Peter. Peter, I come. Peter, I'm coming.
Do you think that these are
Peter.
possibly the super soldier queens that we've been having problems with?
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Man.
Yeah. Because
buddy.
we talked about how can these young, very attractive girls have this amount of...
What?
And be able to, they, personally, I think, affected all of us on some level, and you in particular.
Give me my bird.
Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. Oh my God. Jeez.
Yep.
Do you know this show? Does anyone know this show?
To have a child with you?
Yeah.
Heather Shaw.
And I want to ask you, was it that
whatever the hell that
of,
is.
long time that I was cut off or so?
No.
Not really. No, he wasn't gone that long.
Yeah, it was like, I want your babies. Oh my God, no babies allowed.
And she looked like a very pretty girl in her early 20s, but you said she was a super soldier queen.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I mean
and
to bring
she
it up
wasn't
because
aging, and she wasn't aging, like not at all. Yeah.
But you knew there was something wrong, and you were married, and all this other stuff. And
yes, you are right. Very, very right.
You married her?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You married her?
I don't mean to bring up a bad situation, but
well, you did.
No, it's fine. We are talking about it. I'm just saying, the whole stuff.
If you've listened to this show,
I know people didn't believe you. They didn't believe you when you said, or maybe they did believe you, but it was hard to believe for people, like what happened. I don't know if you care to talk about it.
You want to talk about it, Peter? Let's go back. Let's talk about it.
I mean, why
let's do some healing, Peter.
People don't believe it. That's my initial question.
To think that anyone had that amount of power to be able to, harm another person, like the way you explained.
Am I glitching?
To be perfectly honest,
tell us, Peter.
I encountered such a phenomenon in a mental institution.
Oh, shit! Peter! Were you in mental institution?
5'3", so 160 centimeters.
We don't know centimeters.
And in height, and 100 pounds, so 45 kilos, or maybe even less.
Peter.
Girl, she was like 16. 8 crazy heavyweight guys. They were almost 7 feet tall, and I don't know, like 280, 300 kilos, so more than 2 meters in height, and they were like 130 kilos or so each, and they cannot stop her. Oh my God, because it was this kind of rage attack or whatsoever. Oh my God, I saw that on my own eyes.
Like that. Okay. Like an ACIO records or something?
No, regular mental institution, okay? I mean, give me a second. She wasn't completely human, so that was the fact why we pretty much came, quote in quotes, to the scene, but she looked completely human. And I was like, oh my God.
Not if she whoop your ass, Peter. Not if she whoop your ass.
Was that during the time when you rescued some of the monarchic?
Yes, from monarch children, because it was such a crazy stuff.
Fucking monarch children, so crazy.
So they were, also
enraged. They were enraged. They don't know how to how can I say it, integrate into normal world, and pretty much what was normal for them wasn't normal for us, and vice versa. You know what I'm trying to say? Just by the way.
Right. So that's, and they called it Mahive Queen. Yeah.
Try to think how many times we talked about the hive.
Right. And
do you remember?
Right, so then absolutely, you talked about that reality that looked like a hive. So is that one of their realities?
Yep. Give me a second. I'm not saying look like a hive. I am saying what I insist to, that the energy source for their AI driven whatsoever was for that reactor, okay? It is a hive, a huge hive. And the hive has the core, but the core wasn't quote in quotes technology. It was like a queen, like help me.
Biological.
The bees. Do you know what I mean? The bees. You know what I'm trying to say. Bees they are having queen Am I right?
Yeah.
So that's it. I'm just saying.
See if we can pull up some pictures
Humans don't
of some of their.
Need to be in a hive. Not for hives. Bugs are for hives.
This is
absolutely. It is. It's.
Get out
I'm
of
trying
here.
to find if I could find some of the images of what it actually looked like. They have these like weird looking hive homes or ships, and they also say the ships are organic.
No, they don't. We dissolve them.
They're not made out of metal.
Of course not.
They actually created something that actually has a hard shell.
Give me a second. That's true. I don't want to say true, but yep, that's it. That's the thing, the info what it is presented by those TDs, like total distraction, whatever they are, or absolute distraction, to Mobius. And Mobius, of course, they want to talk about it, negotiate with some sort of technology and whatsoever with Monarch. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying.
I'm just bird.
Yeah. So for people want to see, and one of the seasons they literally show someone gets infected and is a carrier of the living organism that actually integrates or expands and then turns into a ship, and it gets into the electrical room and all these other spaces. And I'm not like, it's funny. I never thought I'd be having this discussion because, there's many movies and TV shows that we talk about, but this one seems to cover a lot of the information. And, you see like their language.
Yeah, you are right. They've got their own language and whatsoever. Yeah, that's true.
Right, and it works and operates.
They've got a lot of stuff. Yep, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Look at this. Mirror, mirror.
Yep, mirrors and mirrors. And we don't like mirrors, just by the way.
And they go into all sorts of different scenarios. Like sometimes they're thrown into the alternate reality.
Give me a second. Oh, give me a second.
Give me a second.
Can you go to the very bottom left? Yep, this here. Look, the very left picture is pretty much this quote unquote guy. Can you see that? The face. Very left picture. Yeah.
Very left picture.
This is literally, and look, the one mouth, and it can multiplicate, and then those lines above the eyes, it can multiplicate face and whatsoever. Oh my God, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. No.
I'm trying to remember what the name of these creatures were. I don't know. I don't know if there was one of the other species that Michael had created.
So Michael the Archangel goes bad, they're saying.
But I'm just saying, it's so crazy. I don't like the whole vibe or so.
Yeah. There's also this guy that's on works with the humans. Do you recognize who this is?
Yeah, but I can't remember the name, but yeah.
What species is he?
But he doesn't look nice.
No. What species is he? He's likable.
Is the Wraith and the Gua'uld?
I can't remember right now, to be perfectly honest.
Gua'uld.
Yeah, likable.
There's another picture of him.
Yeah, I know.
And then this guy right here too. It's like they have all these like morphing. It almost looks like the Grinch, the way that they have them.
Yeah.
And you see all these little markings, like with Kiss. They have.
Yep.
It's not like Kiss.
Yeah, it's very, very strange. All of these different types of characters from Stargate. There's also these ones too. They wear a mask over their head. Have you seen anything like that, Peter?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also part of the race.
I will say you they've got the mask. Because without the mask, they will be blind on short distances.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, okay.
They've got very good sight, okay? They can see on crazy long distances, but without mask. But without mask, they will be blind on short distances. So that's, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like people need to have, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like binocular or something like that. And for them, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So that's it.
Here you have Jason Momoa. We've talked about Jason Momoa before.
Yeah.
What is his connection to Atlantis? Because he's done more than one type of show or movie related to Atlantis.
You know, he isn't from this planet. That's it.
Yeah. So are you saying he's one of them? What, like related to the Atlantis group?
I can't talk about it because it's still secret and ongoing case, you know. I don't want to jeopardize the mission.
So if we were to say, is this crew, not this crew in particular, but obviously the actors or maybe some of them are?
Pretty much, you are right, pretty much. Yeah.
We're talking about Stargate Atlantis.
It's a full battle in the galaxy regarding
thought it'd be good to throw it in there.
Yep, those kind of battles will be